17th, 2020, and I'd like to call this meeting of the 2020 Redistricting Commission to order. In the interest of public health and safety and pursuant to the Governor's Executive Order N-2920, members of the Redistricting Commission and staff are participating in this meeting by teleconference. In accordance with the Executive Order, the public may view this meeting online, but not in the City Council chambers. The city launched a virtual commenting portal, e-comment, that allows residents to comment and participate in the meeting from their own homes. You can find the link to e-comment at www.chulavistaca.gov/virtual-meetings. Your comments must be received before I call for the close of the commenting period in order to be considered. After the commenting period is closed, I will announce a brief pause to allow the commissioners time to read any comments that have been received. If you have difficulty or need assistance with e-comment during the meeting, please call 619-348-8056 and the city clerk staff will assist you. Would the secretary please call the roll?
Yes, Commissioner Andrade.
Righty. I don't know if I was supposed to receive something, but do I just go per person?
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry. I got it confused. Present.
Okay. Commissioner Kressler is absent right now, but I will be helping him shortly. Commissioner Dostal?
Here.
Commissioner Fortner?
Here.
Commissioner Juan?
Present.
Commissioner Moreno? It looks like you're having a little connection issue. Commissioner Moreno, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm here.
You may want to leave your camera off just briefly because it looks like you're having a little connection issue and it sometimes helps to turn the camera off. And Chair Hurtado.
Present.
You're up, Chair Hurtado.
Okay. So we have a majority of the commission present, and I will ask the commissioners to keep their cameras on unless you're having technical difficulty. I also, when the screen is being shared, I won't be able to see all of the commissioners. So that's why it's important to use the hand raise feature if you want to speak. That's going to be the easiest way for me to recognize you during the meeting. So with that, the public comment section on the agenda for members of the public to address the commission on items that are not listed on the agenda. I will now call for a 2-minute pause to allow the public to submit any final comments. Commissioners, as a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. The commenting period for public comment is now closed. I did not see any public comments unless Ms. Turner, did you see any comments?
There are no comments received.
Okay, item 1 on the agenda. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of November 12th, 2020. Do the commissioners have any questions for staff before we open this for public comment? Seeing none, I will now call for a 2-minute pause to allow the public to submit any final comments on the item before the commission deliberation. Commissioners, as a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. Comment period is now closed. I didn't see any comments from the public regarding the minutes.
And I have not received any comments via email as well.
Do any of the commissioners have any comments or questions, revisions to the minutes? I will request each member's vote by roll call. Actually, I need a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Commissioner Wan moved approval of minutes. Is there a second?
I second.
Commissioner Dostal, second the motion. And I will ask the secretary to roll call vote.
Okay. Commissioner Andrade,
Yes.
Commissioner Dostal,
Yes.
Commissioner Fortner,
Aye.
Commissioner Wan,
Aye.
Commissioner Moreno,
Aye.
and Chair Hurtado.
Yes. Okay, moving on to item 2, discussion and possible action regarding the commission bylaws. And does staff have a presentation on the bylaws?
Hi, this is Carrie Bigelow, the city clerk. I don't have a presentation per se, but did just want to give you a little bit of background on the bylaws. You should have received the 2015 Districting Commission bylaws as part of your agenda packet. They had included information such as regulations about meetings, communications, And the Chula Vista Municipal Code allows boards and commissions to adopt bylaws that are that would augment the municipal code and the charter. A lot of the Redistricting Commission's work and regulations is already spelled out in the charter and in the municipal code. So these would just be in accordance with those already written regulations. So those have been distributed to the commission, and you also may have noticed in the 2015 Districting Commission report that was sent out to the commission that was one of their recommendations, was that the commission adopt a new set of bylaws. So it's in the commission's discretion how it would like to handle that. You have various options. One that you might want to consider is selecting 1 to 3 people to work on the bylaws between now and the next meeting and come up with recommendations for the commission to consider. Staff's happy to assist with that, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Okay, there are some, if the commission would like to utilize these bylaws, or I guess as a start, there are some revisions that would need to happen to these bylaws. So I don't know if we want to go through that tonight, or if someone would like to, has an interest and would like to maybe work on those updates and then bring that back to the commission for consideration. Any volunteers?
I could volunteer to do that.
Commissioner Wan? Anyone else would like to work with Commissioner Wan on this? Commissioner Dostal.
Sorry, I don't think my function is working. I raised my hand.
I'm sorry.
Can you see it when I raise my hand? I don't know if it's working. Anyway, I just have a question about, who drafted these the first time? I know you said the prior commission, but can staff tell us, did the council's office help, or how did these get drafted? That's a question for staff.
Good evening. Thank you, commissioners. This is Jill Malin, Assistant City Attorney. The prior bylaws were drafted by the commission. They did not go to the city council for approval or consideration or input. So it was primarily the Districting Commission itself who drafted them, with some input by staff as needed.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll help draft.
Great. So we'll have Commissioner Wan and Commissioner Dostal work on revising these bylaws and bringing them back to the commission for consideration and adoption. So appreciate that. I guess you can let staff know if you have it ready before the next meeting. And I'm sure Tishar can let you know what the deadline is she has for posting anything that would be considered at the next meeting, or if we need to go into the February meeting. Okay, thank you. Let's see. I guess I need to allow, do I need to allow for the 2-minute public comment on this?
Yes, you do need to allow for 2 minutes. And then I would also recommend, Chair, that that you seek a motion and a second to form a subcommittee of these 2 members to work on the bylaws, and then have the commission take a roll call vote, just
Okay.
as a matter of formality.
Sure. Would that be prior to public comment or following public comment?
Following public comment. We'll have that set up for you in just a moment.
Okay. So let's go to public comment, and then I will entertain a motion.
And while we're waiting for additional comments to come in, I did want to bring to the commission's attention that there was one comment received on this item earlier today from Jerome Torres, who was the chairperson of the 2015 Districting Commission. So if you haven't seen that yet, you may want to take a look at that.
Commenting period for this item is now closed. I did not see any public comments. So at this point, I will entertain a motion to establish a subcommittee to revise the bylaws. Can I get a motion from somebody?
I'll move and raising, but me.
Actually, when the screen's not shared with an item, I can see you, but when something has been put up on the screen is when I can't see you. So thank you. Commissioner Andrade has moved to establish a subcommittee. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Fortner. And I will ask the secretary to roll call vote on this.
Commissioner Andrade,
Yes.
Commissioner Dostal,
Aye.
Commissioner Fortner,
Aye.
Commissioner Juan,
Aye.
Commissioner Moreno,
Yes.
and Chair Hurtado.
Yes. Thank you very much, Commissioner Juan and Dostal, for volunteering to serve on this subcommittee. Yes, Commissioner Juan?
Would this be an appropriate time to make a request that we get an editable version of the past bylaws, given the fact that what we have is like an Adobe PDF that we can edit?
Yes, I can make sure that you guys get one of those.
Okay, moving on to item 3.
I have a question, sorry.
Oh, sure. Commissioner Dostal?
Shoot, I got excited and I forgot my question. In terms of the subcommittee, we don't need any, are we supposed to keep minutes? Do we have to have an, can we just informally meet? Like, what is the, can we just amongst ourselves just say we're going to meet at this time and have a phone call, or?
Yes, you can. The subcommittee, because it's limited in term and it's less than a majority of the commission, can meet. So we can put you in touch with each other and you can set up a time to meet and discuss. And staff is happy. I'm happy to assist you, as is Jill or anyone else if you'd like some assistance.
Great. Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
Okay. Moving to item number 3, discussion of potential action on request for proposals for demographic and public outreach consultants and the evaluation, selection, and procurement process, including possible formation of a commission subcommittee to participate in the evaluation process. And does the staff have a presentation on this?
Yes, we do. Thank you. So the city charter provides the Redistricting Commission expert consultants to assist you in carrying out your required duties. As part of the 2020 fiscal year, 2020-2021 fiscal year budget, the City Council has adopted a budget of $125,000 for the Redistricting Commission, which includes funds for a demographer and an outreach consultant. And then that also includes all the other costs associated with redistricting, such as printing, language services, and the rest of those services are minor in comparison. So the majority of the funds likely will go to the demographer and the outreach consultant. And so as part of this item, staff would like to share with you what we've done so far in the process, and then have the commission decide how it would like to move forward. So the RFPs for both the demographer and the communications consultant were issued in September-October timeframe. And part of the reason that was done so early was because a lot of other agencies will be going through the redistricting process. And what we've been hearing from especially demographers in the last year or so is that they're going to get really tied up. And so we wanted to make sure that we put out the RFP at a time frame that would allow us to receive quality bidders for City of Chula Vista. So those were issued in September. We do have 3 respondents for the demographer and 5 for communications. So the next step in the process is evaluation of the RFPs. This is what we're proposing is a little bit different than what we had done in 2015 And this is in line with the best practices for city purchasing through the city's purchasing processes. So the RFP responses we're proposing will be evaluated by a panel of expert staff, and then 1 to 3 members of the Redistricting Commission would observe the process and observe all of the interviews that take place. That'll likely happen later on this month and in early January. The next step in the process following that would be the Redistricting Commission's consideration of the results and the recommendation to the City Council. So the results of the expert panel's evaluation of these of the bidders would take place at a meeting of the Redistricting Commission, probably a special meeting the week of January 11th. And then the Redistricting Commission can decide at that time to make a recommendation to the City Council to award the contract. So the contracts we would expect to be awarded at the council meeting on January 19th, with the contract inception in early February for both the demographer and for the outreach consultants. We have a little bit of wiggle room in those timelines, you know, if things get a little bit off track, but this will allow the commission to really take off and begin doing its work. So this is the overview of the process. I'm going to turn it over to Christina Hernandez from the City Clerk's office, who worked on the demographer RFP, and she'll give you a little bit more specific information about that one. And then we have Ann Steinberger on the line as well from our Marketing and Communications Manager, and she'll talk to you more specifically about the Communications RFP.
Hi, good evening, Commissioners. My name is Christina Hernandez, and I am the City Clerk Analyst in the City Clerk's office for the city. I'm going to piggyback off of what Carrie said, like she said, and provide you specific details as it pertains to the mapping or demographer RFP. For the demographer, we opened the RFP on September 23rd, and then we closed it on October 12th. We did receive 3 bids, and currently the city is seeking our expert evaluation panel. And we're looking into areas as getting a representative from our GIS department or IT, possibly a staff member with community outreach experience, and then also a city clerk representative. This is to meet the goal, as Carrie said, to take it for the commission to take the recommendation to City Council at either their January 19th meeting or as a backup the February 2nd City Council meeting. We do recommend that the commission select 1 to up to 3 commission members to observe the process and observe in the evaluation process for the panel of staff. And that's the details for the mapping. And Anne, do you want to go over the outreach part? You're muted, Anne.
It was so brilliant what I was just saying. So we released the RFP on November 2nd, and they were due on November 24th. We received 5 outreach consultant proposals. And like Christina said, we recommend that we put together an evaluation panel that includes one of a couple of staff members who do outreach in the community, myself, and then a colleague. I have an idea for a colleague in the community who works at Southwestern College specifically. She probably will guess it's her if she's watching right now. And so that will be our panel that reviews it along with whoever participates from the commission.
Okay, before we take action on this, I guess I should go to public comment. But do the commissioners have any clarifying questions before it goes to public comment?
And I do have one more quick thing too, and this will all be conducted virtually as well. So we'll set up virtual meetings for the interviews and all of that. So it'll be another one of a setting like this.
Commissioner Wan?
Yeah, could somebody describe a little bit about what observing the process would entail for the commissioners who are chosen?
So as part of observing the process, we would provide you with the responses that we received to the RFPs so that you can review them in detail. You would be involved in watching the interviews, you know, ask staff questions along the way. Staff, the expert staff would be the ones who are actually rating the responses to the RFPs. But we certainly, you know, of course, want the commission involved and the commission to make sure that it's comfortable with the consultants who are selected to work with you.
So the commissioners would not be scoring the proposals as the staff team would be doing, but would be able to participate in the questioning and in the demonstrations that I'm assuming the vendors would be providing at those meetings. So you won't get to score them, but you definitely will be able to participate and ask questions and see what they're offering to the city for their services. Any other clarifying questions? Okay, we'll go to public comment again. So I'll call for a 2-minute pause to allow the public to submit any final comments on the item before the commission deliberation. Commissioners, as a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear.
I think you're muted.
Thank you. So I did not see any comments from the public. So at this point, commissioners have any other comments or questions before I ask for a motion to establish 2 separate subcommittees, one to be involved, participate in the selection of the demographer, and the second one to participate in the selection of the outreach consultant. Any questions or comments before I ask for that motion? Commissioner Dostal?
Thank you. I was wondering what the recommendation is from staff about how many people you need on these subcommittees.
We would recommend that the commission consider having 1 to 3 commissioners, depending on your interest and time availability. We would also recommend that you consider not sitting on both of them, only because it will be relatively time intensive to go through all of the responses and go through the interview process and all of that. but just as long as it's fewer than 4 people.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, yes, Commissioner Dostal.
I guess I'm just wondering who's interested in, can we find out interest first before we?
Sure.
I assume the motion is to elect the members. I don't know, but can we find out first who's interested?
Yeah, I think the motion will be to establish the subcommittees.
Oh, okay.
But I am interested in participating in the selection of the demographer. So I can just go down the line. Let's see, at least from my screen. Commissioner Fortner, is there a subcommittee you would be interested in?
Yes, I actually would be interested in the outreach subcommittee.
Okay. Commissioner Moreno,
Yes.
any subcommittee?
Interest in the outreach subcommittee as well.
Okay. Commissioner Juan.
I would be okay not being on one of those committees at this point.
Okay. Commissioner Dostal?
Yeah, same with me. I'm fine with being on either.
And Commissioner Andrade?
I would be interested in the outreach committee or subcommittee.
Okay. Okay. So with that, I will ask for a motion to establish a subcommittee of the 2 subcommittees of the commission to serve on both the demographer and outreach consultant committees.
I so moved.
Motion by Dostal. Can I get a second? I can't see. Oh, Commissioner Moreno. I think we're having some technical difficulties. Shar, can you help with that?
I believe Commissioner Moreno can hear you, but he is having an issue with his camera, so you may not be able to see him.
Okay, Commissioner Moreno, you can go. We're listening.
Can you hear? Sorry.
Yes.
Wanted to. Yeah. I know we think. I don't know if where Commissioner Kressler is, but I don't know if he'd be interested in one of these 2 as well. Just to be on that available option.
Yes, and I will certainly reach out to him to see if he would be interested. So did I get a second to that?
Second.
Commissioner Fortner?
Yes, second.
Okay. And so if I can ask Secretary for a roll call vote?
And Chair, if I can just clarify with you, so the motion is to establish these 2 subcommittees. I'd recommend also that you include who will be on each subcommittee. I have you noted as being interested in the demographer, Commissioners Andrade, Fortner, and Moreno in the outreach.
Yes.
And then,
and I would, my plan would be to outreach to Commissioner Kressler to see if he would be interested in the demographer subcommittee.
okay.
All right, I'll just amend the motion then to include the members who have stated their interest with the option for Commissioner Kressler to join one of them.
Great. And Commissioner Fortner, we accept
thank you.
that.
Second, yes. I
Great.
accept.
Great. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Now the roll call vote.
Great. Commissioner Andrade? Commissioner Dostal?
Aye.
Commissioner Fortner? Commissioner Juan?
Aye.
Commissioner Moreno?
Yes.
And Chair Hurtado?
Yes. Great. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is discussion and potential action on Public Outreach and Redistricting Commission webpage. And I'll refer to staff for a presentation on this item.
Yes, thank you, Chair Hurtado. I'm going to share my screen now. It said share a whiteboard.
No, try.
Oh, here, I got it now.
There you go.
Thank you. Share. There we go. So, oh, that was, I'm sorry. It's the wrong screen. Hang on one sec. Here it is. Can you see the redistricting presentation? Webpage? Okay, great. So thank you. We, commissioners, we have established this webpage. We're going to add some images, etc. But this will be, you get to this by typing in www.chulavistaca.gov/redistricting. So we'll be promoting that a lot as we do outreach. And as you can see here, I'll use my mouse, you know, there are quick links to these meetings. There is a table with the meeting dates. There is the list of the commission members and then an overview of the redistricting effort, or the districting and now redistricting. So, but once we really get going, we will be providing, this will be the page where people will go for the information about the workshops and the public hearings that we're going to have. There will be graphics and links. I think you know that we have to provide the information in the 5 languages that our voting materials come in our county: English, Spanish, Chinese, Filipino, and Vietnamese. So what's nice about the website is you can select, you can toggle and select all of this information here to be displayed in the language of your choice beyond those 5. And then we also will create fact sheets and information in the various languages that people can access and download and print or view however they want. This page will get, it will grow as the process moves forward, as more information is presented, and this will be where people will see the recommended maps as they take shape. So this will be our location for all of the material as we move through the redistricting process. So if you wanted to go ahead and take a look at it, if there's anything you want to change in your brief bios that we've listed there, you'll notice that, you know, there's the contact the commission button. So that comes to staff and then we forward it to, if it's directed at a particular commissioner or to the chair. There's the information here on the process for the districting effort in 2015 and the member applications that we received. So yours are included there as well. So like I said, this we have links to a lot of the information that we've compiled or that we've prepared already or that has already been a part of the process, and we'll continue to update this as we move forward. So I'm happy to take any questions, and I encourage you to review it and provide any feedback to me on, especially your bio, if you want me to revise it. I'll go ahead and stop sharing so we can see each other.
Great, thank you. And what is the action that you're asking the commission to take?
I don't know. This is just discuss and take action as appropriate. So I suppose you could take whatever action you want. You can say that's fine, thank you. So we always leave that option open just in case there's something that you want that we would need to take action on, would require a vote. But this was a presentation to just introduce you to the website or the web page and let you know that we'll be keeping it updated. There's a lot of work that goes into keeping it updated so that the information is current. And also it's a reference point for you as you start to, move through if we ever move through our communities again, but it'll be a point that you'll be able to share a location for people to share to give them all the information when they say, what's up with districting or redistricting, you'll be able to point them to the web page.
Okay, and this webpage is already live.
That is live, yes.
Okay, before we go to public comment, are there any clarifying questions or comments from the commissioner? Commissioner Juan.
Thank you. And you did say just to contact you because I did want to kind of provide a quick edit to my bio. So just to contact you directly out of that.
Yes, please.
Perfect.
Yes, send
Thank
me
you.
an email. Yes, thank you. Happy to do that.
Any other comments or questions before I open it to the public? Commissioner Dostal?
I just had you have all your emails somewhere? I just wanted to confirm. So we can email staff or email just to Shar or?
I can definitely send you guys all of the staff emails.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and open this for public comment. Okay, I did not see any comments from the public. At this point, are there any, is there any further questions or comments, discussion on the webpage? Not, I'd ask for a motion to accept the webpage as presented with potential edits on the bios. Can I get a motion to that?
Oh, motion.
I hear Robert. That was a motion from Robert. Can I get a second? Dostal, Commissioner Dostal, second. Secretary, if you could do the roll call vote.
Yes. Commissioner Andrade?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Commissioner Dostal?
Aye.
Commissioner Fortner?
Aye.
Commissioner Juan?
Hi.
Commissioner Moreno? And Chair Hurtado?
Yes. Okay, that motion passes. We're now to other business, and the first item for other business is staff comments.
I just wanted to take a quick poll of the commissioners to see if you would be available that second week in January, the week of January 11th, if we were to hold a special meeting to consider the results of the RFP evaluations that week. Would the commissioners potentially be available that second week? And we would reach out to you sooner or closer to the date once we have an idea of when the processes will be finalized to set the specific date and time.
Okay, can we just ask for a show of hands if you are available?
I would just say January 12th. I wouldn't be evening.
Okay. Thank you very much. And we'll reach out to all of the commissioners to settle on a specific date and time once we get closer to the end of the evaluation process. And I don't have any further comments. Anne, do you have any comments, or Jill?
I do not.
Okay, Chair's comments. I just want to thank everybody as we work through this. These virtual meetings are certainly new and challenging, but thank everyone for their patience and participation. Next item is commissioners' comments. Seeing none. Oh, Commissioner Juan, yes.
Just say thank you to everybody, and congratulations to you, Chair Hurtado, on your first completed meeting here. So we appreciate you doing that.
Thank you. Okay, I think with that, it is now 6:23 p.m. and I am adjourning this meeting to the next regular meeting of the 2020 Redistricting Commission, which will take place on January 21st, 2021. Thank you all. Have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.